Hi class, in this video I will give a brief introduction and your first assignment for the ESUA or the Electronic Student Understanding Aid. I'm in Blackboard and you should see two things with the SUA. You should see ESUA Login. So every time you start to work on the project, this is the link that you're going to click. And you should see another one called ESUA Resources. So right now you should see the registration instructions as well as some video tutorials that the publisher has put out in YouTube. You don't see this link, but after today you will. It says ESUA Instructor Recordings. So in this folder I will post my recordings for the transactions in Blackboard. So if you click that link, once it's available, you'll see a list of the transaction videos that I've pre-recorded. You won't see one for every transaction, but there are a lot that I have pre-recorded, so that way it just kind of, make sure that you're on the right direction in completing these transactions. So I'm going to go back. There's also a PowerPoint file that I want you to read after you watch this video. All right, so I'm going to go back to the ESUA login, and you are directed to this web page. You're going to click login every time to work on the project. If you haven't already registered, you have to click create an account, put in your username, password. I would use your Coastal email address to create an account, and then register your book and enter the course code for this section. So I've created a student account. I'm going to log in. Okay, and you should arrive at the dashboard. So if this is your first time, logging in and registering, you're going to click on this down arrow for book, and you should see ESUA Electronic Cloud Version. You're going to select verify, and you're going to enter the code that you purchased from the college bookstore. Okay, that's where you enter that information or that code. That's just entered to verify the textbook or the virtual textbook, the electronic textbook. The other code you need to enter is the section code. That is the code that I've sent in an email and posted in Blackboard as an announcement. So that's what puts you in my class. Okay, so you're going to enter that code and click add section code. And then your screen should look like mine. You should have this class under your dashboard. So to get started, to open the project, you're going to select that down arrow, and you're going to click Activity Overview. You'll then be directed to this page. You'll select that down arrow, and you have 4 different activities. So this project is going to be done or completed in 4 different activities. So the first group of transactions is your first activity. It's December 16th through the 22nd transactions. The next activity is December 23rd through the 31st transactions. And then you'll have an activity called month-end procedures, and your last activity is called year-end procedures. You have to do these activities in that order. Okay, let me click proceed. Okay, I just went back to Blackboard and clicked on calendar so you can see when your first activity due date is. And it is in March the 7th at midnight. So that is when transactions December 16th through the 22nd are due. That's your first activity. March 7th at midnight. All right, so let me go back to the ESUA project. The first assignment, I want you guys to read the project instructions. So you're at the dashboard, and if you click this down, or if you click the instructions, flowcharts, and reference, you'll see website instructions and videos. You can watch those on your own. Those are the publisher YouTube videos. and then you'll see project instructions. So first homework assignment, read this book. It's not long, but I need you to read it. That's the key to success for this project. It talks about the business structure. It talks about the employees, how we maintain inventory. So I'll read this first paragraph for you. The rest is up to you. You have to read it. We are a business called Warren Sports Supply. And what we do is we sell sporting goods and sporting equipment supplies to customers. Who are our customers? Our customers are colleges and universities. So, you are 3 employees and you're maintaining this business. You're running this business, and you've got to prepare all of the accounting, the journal entries. You've got to complete the documents in maintaining and running this business. So transactions and the accompanying record keeping have been completed through December 15th, so that's why you start at December 16th. You'll be given transactions that occur during the period of December 16th through December 31st. You're required to complete documents, perform certain internal controls, and do the record keeping and other accounting necessary for the last semi-monthly period of the year. So you are Warren Sports Supply. You are selling sporting goods, sporting equipment to colleges and universities. So you're going to read over all of this information, the business documents, the filing cabinet. You're going to read over the files that's stored in the filing cabinet. That's right here. That's a virtual filing cabinet. The 3 employees, you're Ray Kramer. You're acting as all 3. So you are the salaried manager. You are Jim Adams, who's an hourly employee, and you are Nancy Ford. Okay, so read over that. That's your first assignment. Print it. Download it. It'll download to a PDF and then print. Print it and read it. The next thing that I want you to do is go to the documents. Actually go to flowcharts. I want you to download the flowcharts and print those as well. So this is your first assignment. Read the project instructions, download and print the flowcharts. Okay, if you want to read the project instructions online, that's fine, but you need to print the flowcharts. That's a must. You have to print them out. Because every time you work on this project, you're going to need these flowcharts. That tells you what to do, how to complete the transaction. There's 7 pages of the flowcharts. Again, you can download. They'll download to a PDF, and then you can print those out. And you're going to need those every time you work on the project. All right, something else for homework. And all of this needs to be done before you even start the first transaction. I want you to print the transaction list, the chart of accounts, and the price list. Print the first 3 documents. You can download, same step, download. It's like this is the transaction list. This is what it looks like. Once you click on that download button, it'll open up in a PDF, and then you just click print. You need this by your side as well, okay? And that goes for the chart of accounts, all of the accounts that Warren Supply will use, and the price list, what we charge for the sporting equipment to our customers, like what we charge our customers. You need that as well. So that one's downloading now. As that's downloading, just a quick review. Before you start that first transaction, you're going to read the flowcharts instructions. You're going to print the flowcharts, and you're going to print these first 4 documents. Okay, let me see. Okay. It should open up. Let me see. Okay, it opened on my other screen, so let me drag it over. So these are all of the things that we buy to resell to our customers, except for the office supply. Those are just goods that we buy from this supply office to help run our business. But the sporting items, you'll see like a baseball. We buy it, our cost is $42, but when we sell it, we're going to sell it for $65. So you need this document by your side as well. All right, so that should get you started. Read the instructions, print the flowcharts, and then under documents, you're going to print the first 3 documents. And I'll be posting more videos, but I want you to go ahead and complete this so that way when I post the first transaction video, you'll be able to follow along with me.